Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, this is Off the Playbook. Bring you an NFL matchup in the NFC South between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Saints come into this game, and what you want to do offensively to attack this Carolina Panthers defense, you want to flood the zones. The Panthers play a lot of zone coverage. Flood these zones, make these linebackers make plays underneath. Therefore, you create different types of levels in the passing game. They have to cover the underneath. Your intermediate route may be open. Your deep route may be open. But you only can accomplish that by flooding these zones that the Panthers love to run. And also, you want to stay balanced. The balance is what kills teams. You can run the football if you choose to. You can throw the football anytime you want. But when you have that balance, that's what's deadly about this offense. That's what you have to keep each and every game from here on out. And that way you can make a return back to the Super Bowl. That's when you had that balance. That's what teams that's what makes you different from other teams, because you can do both with effectiveness. And also, I want to see more Julius Jones in the backfield. Seems like he fits more of this offense than Ladell Betts. He's more quick. He's agile. You might can get him more involved in the passing game if Bush isn't able to go. So get more Julius Jones involved in the offense this week. Defensively, you have to keep up that same defensive intensity that you had against the Steelers. That was impressive. That's the Greg Williams defense that we've known to love. So you have to keep up that same defensive intensity in order to have some success. Also, roll covers to Steve Smith. You know that's the Saints killer routinely. Keep him out of the game, bracket him, roll covers to him, effectively take him out and force Matt Moore to go elsewhere with the football to those two young targets in LaFell and Geddes. And gap control versus the run. Every time you guys play the Panthers, you give up a big gain in a running game because you don't allow yourself to control the gap. You don't allow yourself to play backside defense. And D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart can break long runs by hitting the cutback and following those open gaps. Now, for the Panthers, self-inflicted wounds will kill you every time. Stop shooting yourself in the foot with those interceptions by Moore, fumbles by the running backs. You can't beat yourself when the other team is already out there trying to beat you. That's number one. Off tackle running will be number two. You can run off tackle against the Saints. You find yourself in a lot of isolated situations where a linebacker or a safety is against a tight end or a fullback. Run off tackle against the Saints. Force these guys to cover sideline to sideline instead of getting that pressure directly up the field. And you have to win on first down. If you win on first down, you effectively chew up the clock and you neutralize that pressure. So it's up to you guys to get big plays on first down. And then, that's between 3 to 5 yards on first down. Helps you out with second and medium or third and short. Now, defensively, I look at the matchup between Everett Brown versus Bushrod. If Brown could find his niche as a pass rusher against Bushrod, this would be the week to do it, because Bushrod struggles against speed rushers. Brown is a guy that has some quickness. He may be a little bit shorter, so he can effectively dip underneath Bushrod and get to the quarterback. You got to make sure you get a bump on an inside receiver, whomever it may be, against the Saints. It could be a wide receiver, could be a tight end. You have to effectively neutralize that middle wide receiver at the line of scrimmage. That way it slows down the timing of that passing offense. That way you give yourself a shot defensively, especially in coverage. And you got to match the Saints' defensive intensity. Your defense has to come out and play aggressive, getting after Breeze, knocking heads off. That's the way you create opportunities for yourself, because your offense may not score, so the defense has to come up and we're going to score. You have to match that defensive intensity for the Saints. I'm going with New Orleans in this matchup. The Saints play well in Carolina. Carolina plays well in New Orleans. The Saints come into this game having that confidence defensively that they can get back to getting after the quarterback, and they're going to get some more people healthy this week. So I look for the Saints to play like this, like they played last week, throughout the rest of the season. So I think they go to Carolina and take care of business. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.